Tonight, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's the NFC Championship game.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. Play action. Now it's Lance. Steps away to his left. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 52 yards. And the Niners have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Fields on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. 70 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Lutz with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now Lance. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now a give to Taylor, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. Wide open receiver, complete. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. 2nd and 12. Fields now to throw. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hanson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got the hook up here, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Open space inside the 10. Touchdown! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Lutz good on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown, 49ers. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Offside defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate.
And that's caught inside the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Fields. His throw incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Touchdown, Bears! A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Lutz with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. They'll roll him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack on 1st down, Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. So just enough juice to get the 3, and I think that wind at the back helped a little bit there.
Certainly did, and to me that tells me that head coach knows his kicker and realized the wind was at his back. That's probably the outer limits of what he could make, and he knew the wind might be able to aid him and get that ball over the crossbar, and it did. At
the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. He's going to loft one deep left side here, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Throw left side complete. That's Hansen. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bears have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. And the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Working from the gun, Lance. Got his target, Samuel. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Taylor. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And he fires Here's one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
On second down, it's Taylor fighting him off. Taylor's got the first down and more. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 17-yard line. 135 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind. Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They'll try and throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. To throw again on second down. Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Bears use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. A big play there for the Niners. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The Lance now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 5 now. Lance. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers are back within a score. No problem there on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears now ready to take over again. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the foot? And that's caught inside the 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown Bears. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Trying to improvise. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
34 pass, offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Back to throw. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On second down, it's Taylor. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
They'll try and run it in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And a failure to tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. On third down, Herbert. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You need to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's happened to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Halas, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.